Greetings everyone. My name is Inez Williams and I am the chairperson for the City of Oceanside Housing Commission and the chairperson for the City of Oceanside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of our viewers to this year's scholarship event. Without the generous donations of each of you, these scholarships would not be possible. The Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship is a result of the city's pledge in 1989 to honor those students who exemplify the ideals of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarships are awarded to students who live in Oceanside or attend high school in Oceanside. This scholarship is awarded based on the student's academic achievement, financial need, community service, and potential success in college. Oceanside encompasses 5 different school districts, which are included in the application process. And tonight, I am proud to say that we are awarding $41,000 to 13 scholarship recipients from Oceanside High School, El Camino High School, Mission Vista High School, and Guajome Park Academy. Since the inception of the scholarship, including this year's award of funds, we have awarded over $961,000 and given awards to over 358 students. There are no administrative costs to this scholarship, with the management of the program being a part of the city's Housing Commission duties. I would also like to thank each of our sponsors and donors for really digging deep in the midst of COVID-19 and still finding a way to donate to this scholarship. At this time, I would like to thank all of the City of Oceanside's dignitaries and elected officials who support this event each year. I would also like to acknowledge the 2020 Martin Luther King Jr. Selection Committee. We have Judge Michael Washington from the San Diego Superior Court, Margie Pierce, Community Leader, Katie Anderson, Attorney at Law, Ms. Satia Austin, North San Diego County NAACP, Ms. Laura Bunsley, Retired Educator, Counselor, Mr. Eddie Bickham, Lieutenant Colonel, USMC Retired, Michelle Gomez, Housing Commission, Kim Creedman, Educator, Max Disposti, North County LGBTQ Resource Center. Last but certainly not least, Ms. Janet Bledsoe-Lacey, Resource Director. Resource Director is a fancy name for the person who is responsible for raising money for this event. Janet is the primary fundraiser for the Dr. King Scholarship. If you do not have the opportunity to donate and would like to do so, we have Ms. Janet Lacey coming up next, and she will be more than happy to tell you how you can donate.
My name is Janet Bledsoe-Lacey, and I am the Resource Director for the City of Oceanside's Dr. Martin Luther King Scholarship Program. At this time in our history, if you are asking yourself, what can I do to take a stand against the racial inequities that still exist within our nation, think of investing in this scholarship program that is timeless in its mission. These incredible students are in need of financial assistance in pursuing their goal of attending college, many of whom are the first in their family to even graduate from high school. In qualifying for this scholarship, they write an essay that addresses how the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. has impacted their lives. They learn of his quest to eliminate racism through peaceful civil disobedience. They learn of his courage, of the need to speak out against tyranny and oppression. They are taught that love will overcome hate and fear. And most importantly, they are reminded that his struggle is not over and that we still have much more work to do. The City of Oceanside invites you to their website, which will tell you how you can contribute to this wonderful cause and how you can help these great kids. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, Janet. I would like to now introduce the Mayor of Oceanside, Mayor Peter Weiss, who would like to give a few congratulatory remarks.
Hello, my name is Peter Weiss, and I am the Mayor of the City of Oceanside. I am honored and privileged to be part of this celebration. Given the circumstances, this is certainly a unique way to be part of the 29th annual year of celebrating the City of Oceanside's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship Fund. I need to thank Janet Bledsoe-Lacey and Inez Williams for their tireless passion for the scholarship program. I also need to thank the Scholarship Selection Committee members for their dedication in what I'm sure was a difficult decision process. The scholarship funds come from donations by individuals, families, and local businesses. No public monies are used in the program. So most importantly, I want to thank all those who have donated to the Scholarship Fund. Over the years, the Scholarship Fund has raised almost $1 million and has helped with this year over 370 students. The scholarship program encourages and enables graduating high school seniors in Oceanside to attend college. The funds are directed primarily to students from low and moderate income families and students who exemplify the ideals and teaching of Dr. King and other civil and human rights leaders. Scholarship recipients are selected on the basis of academic achievement, financial need, ability to meet and overcome challenges, and perceived ability to succeed in college or university. This award is presented in memory of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to commemorate his belief that progress is best achieved through cooperation rather than conflict, participation rather than partisanship, and compassion and understanding rather than hatred and prejudice. On behalf of the entire City Council, I want to congratulate all the recipients of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship Fund and wish each and every one of you continued success.
Thank you, Mayor Weiss. And now I am proud to announce this year's scholarship recipients. Our first scholarship recipient is Catherine Madison. In the fall, Catherine will be attending the University of California, Berkeley, where she will be majoring in psychology. In Catherine's essay, she wrote, "Though I learned about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in a classroom, the real-life application of his methods and the continuation of his work is what made me truly appreciate how much he's done for this country, for the people I love, for me." When Catherine was asked if you were to write an autobiography, what would the title be and why, Catherine responded, "I would title my autobiography, Growing Up in the 21st Century. As a member of the youngest generation, it seems as though our voices, though amplified with social media, are often ignored due to age and lack of experience with the real world, especially in the United States. With the massive advances in technology, as well as the rapidly polarizing political climate, the disconnect between older and younger generations is growing. The era in which one's childhood took place has a substantial impact on the rest of their life, and each group has their own unique way of viewing the world. I believe an autobiography written by someone at such a young age could provide insight into the differences and similarities between the new generation and the ones before it. Catherine Madison is the recipient of a $1,000 scholarship.
When I first learned that I got this scholarship, I was overjoyed. I was always involved in my community. My passion for human rights issues and social justice made it easy, but I was never looking for recognition. The smile that I got on the faces of the people I tutored when they finally understood a concept, or a small thank you from somebody after I directed them towards mental health resources that could change their life forever, was all that I needed. I was just happy to know that somebody's life was made better because of what I did. When I discovered this scholarship, I was just looking for a way to pay for college. I was amazed that I was picked out of so many other wonderful applicants. I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for the support of my family, who encouraged me, my friends who inspired me, my teachers who mentored me, and my awesome counselor who pushed me to apply to a bunch of scholarships and to be my best. I would like to give a special shout out to Miss Tauber and Anna for motivating me to apply, Mary for letting me bounce ideas off of her, Rachel and Marin for proofreading, Kathy for helping me through writer's block, and Miss Targetta, Miss Ledeb, and Miss Escabel for helping me find and use my voice. Most importantly, I would like to thank my parents for making me who I am today. Finally, I would like to thank Miss Janet Lacey and Miss Inez Williams for believing that no matter how young you are, everyone has something to contribute.
Our next recipient is Flordelia Perez Rivera. In the fall, Flordelia will be attending California State University Dominguez Hills, where she will be majoring in psychology. In her essay, she wrote, "Being a minority such as Martin Luther King Jr. has allowed me to relate to his teachings and has helped guide me through the difficulties that come with being brown. I have implemented his values to better my community and deal with negative comments that are made by ignorance. When Floredelia was asked, "What accomplishments are you most proud of?" she stated, "I am most proud of being the first in my family to attend college. I am proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone and always asking for help on college-related topics from my advisors and teachers because I tend to be timid and stay quiet. But I knew that I would need help to finish all the requirements for college applications as well as FAFSA." When asked if she can have dinner with any 4 people, dead or alive, Floredelia stated, "First, I would choose Bernie Sanders because I would like to ask him how he feels about the current political situation and how it felt to be arrested when he would protest during the Civil Rights era. The second person I would like to talk to is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because I would want to know how he would handle the current protests of the Black Lives Matter movement. The third person I would have dinner with would be Frida Kahlo because her artwork is amazing, and I would like to talk to her about the paintings she has done and how she comes up with her color theories. And the last person I would have dinner with would be Selena Quintela Perez because she has been my favorite female artist since I was little, and I want to listen to her sing. Floredelia Perez Rivera is the recipient of a $1,000 scholarship.
I want to start off by thanking Ms. Janet Lacey for fundraising to make this all happen. I want to thank Ms. Harrell for helping me with the application for this scholarship, Ms. Brenda from Trio Talent Search for her constant help and guidance throughout my senior year, my family for being there for me, and the sponsors. All of you made it possible for me to be the first in my family to attend a 4-year university, Cal State Dominguez Hills, where I will be majoring in psychology. Growing up, I watched my mom continually look for more hours at her 2 jobs to make ends meet. I knew that I couldn't be careless and ask for things like the other kids unless it was absolutely needed. When I became a junior in high school and my AVID teacher started talking about looking into colleges, I got worried. You see, my mother's highest level of education is 5th grade. She immigrated from Mexico to the US at a young age and never went back to school. Even now, she has always worked hard to provide for my sister and me and has never failed to take care of us and give us the best. Still, I knew I didn't want to burden her and ask her to help me pay for college when she already tires herself paying bills. Attending college and paying for it was a dream I thought wouldn't happen until I learned about financial aid and scholarships. I knew that I had to work hard to earn those scholarships. I had to work hard like my mom. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve." I joined clubs that encouraged me to give back to my community and use my bilingual abilities to translate for others. I am thankful for the opportunity this community has given me in helping me attain my dream of attending college. With this scholarship, I will pay for my tuition and books. I will continue to serve others by becoming a play therapist with a degree in psychology. I want to bring the mental health field to Spanish speakers in less fortunate communities. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Aviana Couvetier. In the fall, Aviana will be attending Azusa Pacific University Honors College, where she will be a dual major in kinesiology and humanities. In Aviana's essay, she wrote, "I hope to inspire and share the teachings and values of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and leave a piece of his spirit with people through my actions and persona. By treating people equally yet allowing them to feel unique and loved. One day we can build communities built on the foundation of harmony and mutual respect for all." When asked who is your role model and why, Aviana stated, "My mom is my role model because she has shown me that it's possible to be resilient and to overcome adversity. I have watched her tackle many challenges and face her fears even when the odds were against her. She always puts in 110% to be the best mom she can be. She is an inspirational woman who loves helping others and does not take anything for granted. Overall, she is a hard-working, determined person who will allow nothing to get in the way of her goals. This inspires me to want to be the best and the greatest possible version of myself." Aviana Couvetier is the recipient of a $1,000 scholarship.
I'm Aviana, and first and foremost, I would like to thank God for bringing me this far in life and just providing me with this opportunity for this scholarship because it just means the world. And I truly know that I wouldn't be here without him because I've been through so many different challenges. And I'm just grateful at the fact that I have this blessing that He has given me. Secondly, I would like to thank the most two important people in my life, which is my mom and dad, because we've been through so much together. And like, I know the challenges they've been through and the things that they've done for me are just, it's insane to see how much one person can love someone so much. And I know they didn't have to do that, and not all parents are perfect, but I think mine are perfect the way they are. So I just want to give a big shout out to them, because they told me many times, that it's not where you start, it's how you finish, and the journey that you took to get there. And definitely over the past 4 years, I've been through a journey. It's been a long and hard one, but I'm thankful for it. I would also like to give a big shout out to the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Foundation for providing everybody with these scholarships, this opportunity, and I'm just so thankful that they're willing to give back to the community, because like, not many people are willing to go out of their way to help others, and it's just truly a blessing to see them give back. And I'd like to give a special shout out to Miss Janet Lacey for making this all possible and doing all the fundraising and just allowing us to even be here today. Lastly, I'd like to just close with my favorite quote, and it's actually from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. My freshman year, when I first went into high school. My teacher gave us all journals, and he wrote everyone a specialized quote and said to write your own story. And my quote was, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl, but just keep moving forward." And that's how, like, I know that's how I got here today, because if I didn't keep pushing through everything that I've been through, I honestly don't believe I would have been here. So thank you everyone for all your support, your love, and encouragement in me, because it has truly made me the person I am today.
Our next recipient is Jennifer Jaimez. In the fall, Jennifer will be attending the University of California, Merced, where her major will be molecular biology. Jennifer's AVID coordinator, Stephanie Harrell, had this to say about Jennifer. Jennifer is the youngest in a family of 5. Her parents work manual labor jobs such as picking fruit in the field and cleaning houses. These experiences only push Jennifer more to earn her college degree and pursue a career in science. In Jennifer's essay, she wrote, "Martin Luther King is the definition of hard work and pride, and for that reason, I will always look up to Dr. King. But most importantly, Dr. King still held on to his pride and never allowed anyone to take that away from him." When asked what is one thing about you that would surprise most people, Jennifer stated, "People are surprised that I am a boxer. I began to box the summer of 6th grade and have never stopped since then. I love the sport because it is a gateway to relieve my stress and shows how hard a person trains to override the challenge of their opponents." Jennifer Jaimez is the recipient of a $1,000 scholarship.
I would like to start off by thanking Janet Lacey for fundraising for this event. Without her, none of this would be possible. I would also like to thank Mrs. Inez Williams for reaching out to us every day, especially during these hard times, and to our sponsors, which donated to our education and acknowledged our hard work. To my parents, I would like to say thank you for coming to a foreign country with nothing and yet giving my sisters and I everything, and to show me the principle of hard work and to never be ashamed to show where I came from. Being a cleaning lady was something I was ashamed of, but now I say with pride because it's part of my story. As a first-generation college student, I was thrown into the unknown of college applications and understanding important deadlines. Although I felt lost at times, I always had my AVID mom, Mrs. Harold. She always helped me with long essays that I had to write or understanding important deadlines. And to that, I want to say thank you to Mrs. Harold for always being there and believing in me, and is the reason why I applied to the Martin Luther King Scholarship. And lastly, to my sisters, I want to say thank you for always encouraging me to reach my dream. With the help of this scholarship, I hope to become a doctor and to one day give back to my community and to show that anyone, even a cleaning lady, can achieve her dreams.
Our next recipient is Daisy Sanchez Hernandez. In the fall, Daisy will be attending California State University Fullerton, where she will be doing a double major in psychology and forensic science. In Daisy's essay, she wrote, "The most powerful tool we have as humans is our voice. My community would fear for our lives, but we would never use our voices for help." Dr. King wanted equal rights for everyone and fought through harsh levels of racism until the last day of his life. I hope to do the same, fight violence until I can't. When asked if you could have dinner with any 4 people, dead or alive, who would they be and why, Daisy stated, 4 people that I would cherish to have dinner with are John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King Jr., Sigmund Freud, and Kendall Ray. I would love to meet JFK because of his truth-telling during his presidency. Although his life was cut short, I would enjoy hearing what plans and goals he would have wanted to complete during his term. Another person would be Martin Luther King, because I admire his leadership and strength. I would like to hear what he thinks about the Black Lives Matter movement and the racism still happening today. The third person I would like to talk to is Sigmund Freud. His theory of the unconscious mind blows my mind away, so I would love to ask more questions about his theory. The last person I would admire to talk to is Kendall Ray. I began watching Kendall on YouTube about 3 years ago, and because of her videos, I have become more open-minded on others' opinions. I would appreciate having her as a friend and ask her for her opinion when I need help. Daisy Sanchez Hernandez is the recipient of a $1,500 scholarship.
I would like to start off with thanking my mother for all the support she has shown me since the day I was born. Her confidence and braveness when separating from my father and becoming a single mother have allowed me to build my own self-confidence as an independent woman, as well as knowing that if I believe in myself, I can do anything. I would like to also thank my avid teacher / avid mom, Ms. Harrell, for these past years. Without her advice and mentoring, I wouldn't have known my way to college. I overall want to say thank you to the Dr. King Scholarship Committee and Mrs. Janet for honoring my accomplishments in academics and my personal life, and overall allowing me to continue my dream to college. I hope on making you guys proud. Thank you.
Our next scholarship recipient is Naya Malik. In the fall, Naya will be attending the University of California, Davis, where she will be majoring in animal science and minoring in Spanish. In Naya's essay, she wrote, "Martin Luther King Jr. has taught me how to gracefully fight for freedom and justice. However, personally, the most significant lesson that his accomplishments continue to illustrate to me is the importance and necessity of having an open mind and diversity." When Naya was asked, "Who is your role model and why?" Naya stated, "Both of my parents are my role models, but in different ways. My dad demonstrates how to be a strong yet humble leader, as he has been in the military and has consistently moved up. And my mom has shown me how to never settle for less and to encourage yourself to go beyond the borders." When asked to describe your perfect day, Naya stated, "First, I would wake up at 6:30 feeling replenished from my sleep, and I would pour a glass of fresh lemon water and then pet my dogs as I sit on my balcony overlooking the tropical paradise that is Fiji. Next, I would go down to the beach and surf. I don't know how to surf, but again, this is in a perfect world. Then return to my oasis-like home, eat fresh fruits, and get ready for the day. The bulk of the day would include anything within the realm of hiking, skydiving, biking, swimming with the tropical fish, or generally just being outdoors. At night, a good bonfire would be nice, and I would invite all of my friends to my paradise and let the night fizzle out from there." Naya Malik is the recipient of a $1,500 scholarship.
Hi, my name is Naya Malik, and I would first just like to say how thankful and honored I am to be here and to be receiving the MLK scholarship. And I would primarily like to thank all of those who donated to the scholarship, and of course the foundation themselves for their gracious efforts and desires to push us all and help us succeed through college. And I would also like to emphasize on the efforts of my avid teacher, Mrs. Harrell, and my high school counselor, Mrs. Fosnot, for making me aware of the scholarship's existence and for making it seem attainable for me and not like I'm shooting out of my boundaries. I'd also like to thank my mom and dad for just being great role models and for giving my brother and I the best childhood that they could offer. And I would also like to thank my brother Connor for being the best brother ever and for showing me what not to do. And once again, I would just like to say thank you to the Scholarship Foundation and to everyone for supporting me through my education journey.
Our next recipient is Kimberly Beretta. In the fall, Kimberly will be attending Miracosta College, where she will be majoring in computer science. Kimberly's English teacher had this to say about her. Kimberly comes from a family that has taught her the importance of hard work. Both of her parents are immigrants from Mexico who were not afforded the luxury of an education. Coming from the most humble of beginnings, Kimberly has endured many hardships and a life of uncertainty. Those beginnings have shaped her, but they do not define her. When asked what accomplishment she is most proud of, Kimberly stated, "I am most proud of making it to the state championship in cross country, especially since 3 months before I could not walk due to a knee injury." In Kimberly's essay she wrote, "Using all of my experiences from high school, my goal is to be a proud Latina innovator in technology and help those less fortunate in the process, using Dr. King as a role model that one person can make a change in the world. I want to have the same impact on the people in my community." Kimberly Beretta is the recipient of a $2,000 scholarship.
Hello everyone, my name is Kimberly Beretta. First of all, I would like to thank Ms. Janet Lacey for this honor, the MLK Scholarship Committee, and all of the donors for allowing me to continue on with my education. Despite being a first-generation student, you are allowing me to continue on with my education in the midst of a global pandemic. I sincerely want to thank you all for your support. Coming from a first-generation low-income family, I thought I would never go to college due to finances, but you helped make this a reality. You are allowing me to fulfill my dream of majoring in computer science and helping those less fortunate. I am now one step closer to becoming a first-generation college graduate. This award shows me that all of my hard work has paid off. Lastly, I would like to thank my family for all of their love and support. Le quiero dar las gracias a mis padres por siempre apoyándome en mi educación y siempre ayudándome a seguir luchando. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Ashley Luis. In the fall, Ashley will be attending California State University San Marcos, where she will be majoring in biochemistry. In Ashley's essay she wrote, "Dr. King has played a significant role in my life. With the values of determination, passion, and charisma I try to emulate, I will become a strong, independent woman and prove to those that think I am not capable of succeeding because of my circumstances that I will accomplish my goals. I will demonstrate the capability I have and surprise those who think I will not succeed in having immigrant parents by completing college and reaching my goals." When asked who is your role model and why, Ashley stated, "My role model is my parents because I see how hardworking they are. So that motivates me to do the same thing, knowing how they struggled when they were young, especially my dad, seeing how he does everything for us, like fixing the car in the RV when it's having trouble after coming back from work." When Ashley was asked, if you were to write an autobiography, what would the title be and why? Ashley stated, "If I were to write an autobiography, I would have the title as The Known and Unknowns, because some people already know who I am, which would be the known of what they see of me, and the unknown they will be told in the autobiography that people don't know about me." Ashley Luis is the recipient of a $2,000 scholarship.
Hi, my name is Ashley Luis, and I would like to first thank Ms. Lacey for having this wonderful reception and the MLK Scholarship Committee for having this wonderful event too. Secondly, I would like to thank my AVID teacher, Ms. Harrell, who has encouraged me to do this scholarship, because without her I probably wouldn't have received this scholarship, and as well as Brenda, who has always been there for me and has helped me a lot and supported me. Lastly, of course, I would like to thank my parents for always being there for me and supporting me no matter what the circumstances that we've been going through. And yeah, quiero agradecer a mis padres por siempre estando ahí por mí y siempre ayudándome en todo lo que necesito. Gracias. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Ivana Cardenas. In the fall, Ivana will be attending California State University Fullerton, where she will be majoring in nursing. In Ivana's essay, she wrote, "Dr. King has shown me that you do not always have to fight fire with fire. Just because people have made mistakes or disrespected you does not mean that you should always fall into the same darkness. We must carry ourselves in a high manner with peace in being the bigger person and the best version of ourselves." Ivana's instructor had this to say about her. Ivana grew up with 3 brothers in an immigrant family. Her parents often held 2 or 3 jobs to support their children and ensure they were able to go to college. Ivana is planning on helping to support her family when she reaches her career goal. When asked if you were to write an autobiography, what would the title be and why, Ivana stated, "Daughter of an immigrant, because thanks to my parents' sacrifices, I will be able to make all of their dreams come true." Ivana Cardenas is the recipient of a $3,000 scholarship.
Hello. Firstly, I would like to thank the City of Oceanside and Ms. Janet and Inez for seeing the potential in me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I want to thank my teachers, Ms. Harrell and Ms. Roy, for always believing in me. Thank you to my friends for always cheering and supporting me. And most importantly, thank you to my family for not only showing me how to be hardworking, resilient, and ambitious, but to be kind, show empathy for others, and to forgive. As the daughter of immigrants, I proudly stand here and say, I'm coming for everything my family crossed for. Mami, papi, gracias por dándome el mundo. Los quiero. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Tatiana Wells. In the fall, Tatiana will be attending San Diego State University, where she will be majoring in political science. In Tatiana's essay, she quoted Dr. King's A Proper Sense of Priorities, where Dr. King stated, "And there comes a time when we must take a position that is neither safe nor politic, nor popular, but one must take it because it is right." In other words, if we're going to create positive changes in our lives, we must be courageous enough to challenge the status quo. When Tatiana was asked who is your role model and why, Tatiana stated, "My role model is my mother because of her wisdom and resilience. She was a teen mom who went on to college with a full scholarship and was the only one in the family to earn a bachelor's degree. She also lost both of her parents by the time she was 27, but she didn't allow that to stop her from becoming the supervisor of radiology at Kaiser Permanente. She is incredibly brave, strong, and hardworking. I aspire to be the woman that she has become." Tatiana Wells is the recipient of a $3,000 scholarship.
I am here today to express my deep gratitude as a recipient of the 2020 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship. Receiving this award has been one of my biggest accomplishments thus far and has made my hard work worth the while. First, I would like to thank Ms. Janet Lacey and her vital role for fundraising this opportunity and event. I thank Ms. Stephanie Harrell for pushing me to apply for this scholarship and helping me along the way. I also thank the members of the scholarship committee as well as the sponsors for their dedication in providing this experience. Because of your support and generosity, I am one step closer to my dreams. This fall, I will be attending San Diego State University as a political science major with hopes of becoming a lawyer. Dr. King has inspired me to help those that are unheard and to use the law to support social justice. Although we've come a long way from the civil rights movement, there is still work to be done. I can contribute to this work by pursuing higher education and using the law to support social justice causes. At SDSU, I have been accepted into the Henrietta Goodwin Scholars Program as well as a Summer Bridge experience. These programs allow me to connect, support, and build relationships with other African American students and faculty. With these programs, they will equip me with the tools needed to become a young, successful Black woman. By awarding me with this scholarship, you have lightened the financial burden for my family and I. I can now put my time and energy into my academic pursuits. Thank you for believing in me and seeing my potential. I hope that I can give back to my community just as you have given to me. Thank you.
Our next scholarship recipient is Jessica Vu. In the fall, Jessica will be attending the University of California, San Diego, where she will be majoring in neurobiology. In Jessica's essay, she wrote, "As stated by Dr. King, I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Whatever your skin color or beliefs may be, violence should never be used against you or any other person. Rather, the desire to understand more about each other should be. I desire to seek out friendship and understanding with all individuals and will continue to do so when met with situations that involve violence, conflict, and a disruption in harmony." When Jessica was asked, "What accomplishment are you most proud of?" Jessica stated, "My most proud accomplishment would be my work at Tri-City Medical Center as a junior volunteer for the past 2 years. My decision to start volunteering in the laboratory has proven thus far to be one of the main pushing factors for me to pursue a career in the medical field. In the laboratory, I was entrusted with the job of sorting various specimens, including that of blood, urine, fecal matter, and swabs for testing and logging into patient data. Conducting hospital rounds in which I would pick up specimens has allowed me to develop a sense of professional responsibility as well. I was able to talk and converse with the lab technicians firsthand, in which they expressed how my job of sorting and delivering the specimen to their rightful departments in the laboratory has played a critical part in their work, as well as in terms of efficiency. My work in the laboratory has provided me with both hands-on experience in a field that I am interested in and has allowed me to develop interpersonal skills within a professional setting in which I view as a notable accomplishment." Jessica Vu is the recipient of a $4,000 scholarship.
Hello, my name is Jessica Vu, and I'm incredibly honored to have been selected as a recipient of the MLK Scholarship. I am beyond grateful to have this opportunity to not only thank those who have supported me up until this moment, but to also share why this scholarship means a great deal to me in light of my pursuit of higher education. I would like to first start off by thanking the Scholarship Committee of the City of Oceanside, Mrs. Janet Lacey, for the fundraising of this scholarship, and to all of the immensely kind-hearted sponsors who have eased financial burdens in regards to college for all of the well-deserving scholarship recipients and myself. Thank you for allowing us to dream on, similar to how Dr. King has dreamt, as we continue to use the power tool of education to make a difference and be the change. Thank you to my friends and teachers at Mission Vista High School who have stood by my side through my ups and downs as I am now on my way to achieve greater things. I would like to especially thank Mrs. Mariscal, Mr. Ferramo, and Ms. Anna Cieto for playing an immense role during my senior year in light of where I am today. Last but not least, thank you, Mom and Dad. I know you didn't understand much of what I've said so far due to our language barrier, but I want you to know that you have influenced me in ways words can't describe. You have struggled and endured through many obstacles throughout the years so that your children could have a better future. I promise to become a change maker in society by first pursuing a higher education and to make you proud so that your sacrifices will not go to waste. Cảm ba mẹ, con thương ba mẹ nhiều lắm. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you both very much. This scholarship will play an immense role as I embark on my journey to higher education this fall at the University of California, San Diego. I thank you all for your support and confidence in my future. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Andrea Rincon Espitia. In the fall, Andrea will be attending San Diego State University, where she will be majoring in criminal justice. In Andrea's essay, she wrote, "Being a Mexican-American female comes with educational stereotypes indicating I will fail. At times, I feel weak from within and remember the quote Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, 'Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase.' This serves as my motivation to not overthink, but to trust the process." When Andrea was asked who is your role model and why, Andrea stated, "My role model is my father. He has dedicated his life to working in the construction industry as a roofer for more than 17 years. During critical times with the Beeman Sun, he does not give up and works up to 7 days a week. His perseverance has shown me the value of hard work and the rewarding feeling of accomplishment. Fortunately, I have been raised by a father that believes in my drive to become someone in this world. I admire his strength, both mentally and physically. My father has always been real about situations with honesty. Honesty is yet another value I have been taught. My father, along with my mother, are the reason why I am highly motivated to pursue a higher education. Andrea Rincon Espitia is the recipient of a $10,000 scholarship.
Hello, I am Andrea Rincon Espitia, and I am beyond grateful to stand here today and have the opportunity to thank everyone who has helped me academically and personally. If I'm being honest, the list of people I'd like to thank would go on and on for quite some time. So to keep things short and simple, I want to start off by thanking God and my family for giving me the strength in moments I needed it the most. They are my motivation and the reason I set my expectations high. Los amo con todo corazón. To my avid teacher, Ms. Endejas, thank you for being the most helpful and caring teacher. Whenever I had a question, you either always had the answer or tried your hardest to find it because you genuinely wanted the best for me since freshman year. To my friends, thank you for all the encouraging pep talks and support. I love you guys and I'm excited to start this new chapter of our lives together. Thank you to every staff member and student from Project Reach Libby Lake. This program created a sense of family so strong, it became my second home. I will always cherish the unforgettable memories we have created these past 6 years. Last, but certainly not least, thank you to the MLK Scholarship Committee, Ms. Janet Lacey, the Simon Family Foundation, the Wildcat Foundation, and the San Diego Foundation for supporting students' education like my own. Applying to college was stressful as I struggled to find ways to pay for it, but with the opportunities these foundations provided, many students, including myself, are on their way to achieving their dreams. Every person I have mentioned has seen a spark in me I failed to see in myself. I would not be where I am now if it weren't for all of you. Thank you for believing in me and in my future accomplishments.
Our last recipient is Khalil Burrell. In the fall, Khalil will be attending the University of California, San Diego, where he will be majoring in applied mathematics. In Khalil's essay, he wrote, "In a society with fatal school shootings, neighbors against neighbors, being a good black man does not ensure my safety." Dr. King had to face oppression and risk his life to ensure that some of the adversities and challenges that I face would not be as great as his. Even with these setbacks, I make it a goal for me to prosper by ensuring I get an education. A quote from Dr. King that I pattern my life after is, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." I am continuing to move forward in pursuit of completing my degree and becoming a high school mathematics teacher. Khalil's teacher said this about him, "What I am most impressed about Khalil is his positivity and importance he places on family. His optimism prevails despite financial hardships and conflicting demands for his time. He is fiercely loyal, often making choices that benefit his family over taking the easy way out for himself." When Khalil was asked, "Who is your role model and why?" Khalil stated, "My grandma, because I admire how she cares for her family and works hard to provide for them. She has influenced me to stay determined and to always work hard." Khalil Burrell is the recipient of a $10,000 scholarship.
Again, my name is Khalil Burrell. I would like to thank the City of Oceanside Dr. Martin Luther King Selection Committee for awarding me this scholarship. I know with this opportunity I will go on with my education to make the future a better place. I would like to thank KOCT News Station for giving all recipients an opportunity to be recognized for this achievement. Through these troubling times, I know it's difficult to stay focused, but it's amazing that many people would like to see the success of young minds in America today. Lastly, I would like to thank my family. From my grandma, who is very supportive and cares for her family, from my aunt, who's always helped me with education. It's amazing to know that I have strong people in my corner through good and bad times that are willing to help me and guide me. Again, thank you for this opportunity.
Congratulations to this year's 2020 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship recipients. On behalf of the City of Oceanside, I would like to thank you for joining us for this year's event.